Old Ishan, my nemesis, and his deranged Chihuahua Nugget next door at number 4, and the new ones. Very nice couple, so long as you don't utilise the public parking on Kenny Lane at number 6. The houses are close enough together that I could throw a tennis ball back and forth with residents opposite me if I was so inclined, which, needless to say, I am not. In fact, beyond the necessary interactions of neighbours, accusations of stealing space in each other's rubbish bins, lobbing dog droppings over the fence when Nugget does her business in my front garden, and shared complaints about the dreadful postman, Dwayne. We don't interact at all, which is exactly how I like it. It's a funny little street, to be sure, but it's home to me, the only real home I've ever had. And while I consider myself flexible about a lot of things, I'm not flexible about Kenny Lane. In fact, I'll tell you something for nothing. The only way anyone is going to get me out of this street is in a mahogany box. An extra long one. I am dangling a Lady Grey tea bag in hot water when I see it. From the kitchen I have a direct eye line down the long corridor to the front door, under which I see a protruding piece of paper. Well, looky here, I say to Daphne, who sits patiently at my round table waiting for her cuppa. Must be another letter from Joan. Joan, at number 3, is 60-odd, has a neat grey bob, polished black orthotic footwear and darting suspicious eyes. Since the day she moved in, I've been receiving notes underneath my door about my porch security light shining into her bedroom window, about the placement of my rubbish bins, about my roses creeping too far over the fence line into the laneway. If I wasn't so full of myself, I might have feared she didn't like me. Joan's nephew, she is forever at pains to point out, is a partner in a law firm. She's managed to include this detail in every one of her letters. "Your nephew sounds marvellous," I replied to her last note. "But I'm assuming he's going to be a little young for me, and besides, I'm not looking to date at this time." Daphne snorted her tea when I read that out to her. In the year she's lived on the street, I've never heard Joan speak. Not a word. Each time I shout, "Good morning," she scurries away like a rat in a sewer. I suppose Joan is more of a pen pal than a neighbour. "I wonder what I've done this time," I say. "Perhaps she's discovered our cannabis racket," Daphne muses. "You don't think she knows a lawyer, do you?" We chuckle wickedly. I shuffle toward the door, thinking this will make for most enjoyable conversation while we have our afternoon cuppa. I might read out the letter using a voice akin to the Queen's to make Daphne laugh. Daphne laughs easily. A grossly underrated quality. Also grossly underrated are the bizarre outfits she wears. Today, it's a magenta T-shirt with a bedazzled Eiffel Tower on the front. The rims of her glasses are magenta, just like her shirt. Daphne has always been quirky, but it feels more pronounced somehow now she is an old lady. The comfort she brings me, too, feels more pronounced. If my life is a jagged graph of highs and lows, she is the thick, solid line right down the middle. Not a black line either, nothing as dull as that. Daphne's line is magenta. I bend to retrieve the note, supporting my temperamental lumbar spine. I'd planned to wait until I was sitting down to open it. It's folded in half, but as I straighten, it opens itself, having not been folded with enough passion along the line. Arthritis playing up, is it, Joan? I lift my glasses from the chain around my neck and perch them on my nose. It's a photocopy of an old news article. A very old news article. It must have been copied many times, because much of the font is blurred, impossible to read. I can make out the headline, though. Clear as day. The sight of it makes me feel lightheaded, like I might...
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.